Fargo Commission because I feel I'm a strong role model and business leader in this community. I'm a fiscally conservative woman, and I feel I can make a positive difference on the lives in the community. I'm a self-made business owner in this community. Over the last 20 years, I have multiple businesses that I've created from scratch. Intense Collision Center is one. I built the foundation for that, and that is still a successful business today that I've sold and gotten out of. I've also had a trucking company. I have a commercial property company that I've sold as well. And I've also created Lake Mold Liquors in Fargo and West Fargo. I had 2 locations, and I created those businesses about 15 years ago. I've since then sold both of them. I do still own the rights to Lake Mold Liquors. I just don't currently have an open location. I also have a couple of nonprofits in the community that I've founded, People's Rising Academy and the Garden of Healing, and those aim to help people heal in our community. I'll be completely honest and transparent with you. I had absolutely nothing to do with the voting or how that got voted in as something that is being done in the city. And to be honest with you, as a commissioner moving forward, I really don't have any control over that either. So to be honest with you, I really don't have any other answer to that question than that. I do actually, and I do feel like the community needs to be represented as a whole. There's lots of different areas in Fargo, downtown, South Fargo, North Fargo. So I think adding a few seats, having maybe some type of award system where you have representatives from certain locations that are put in place by an outside source. I don't think that should be done locally. I think it should be decided either at a state or county level or outsourcing. And then also have a few members on the board that represent as a whole. Now, keep in mind, even in a ward system, the city of Fargo, when you're elected as a commissioner, you are representing the entire city, regardless. So I don't want to sway people to think that, oh, you only live in this certain area, therefore they only support you. Because when you're on the board or get elected as a commissioner, you're actually giving a portfolio or a packet, let's say planning department. And that represents the entire city, not just the area you live in. So I think we need to be a little bit careful with that, but I do believe it's important to have representatives from all locations of the community, and then also have a couple that are maybe just elected as a whole. I feel maybe 7, adding a few more would be good. That's a good question, actually. I think when it got to a certain point of population increase down the road, that is definitely something that would trigger kind of a let's relook at this again. And maybe we follow the census guidelines. Is it every 10 years, I believe? That would be maybe a good marker. Now, back up, I don't 100% agree with your question where you said, well, where I live only matters, because that's not what matters to me. What matters to me is the entire community of Fargo. And if I'm elected as a city commission, it does not matter if I am a homeowner in South Fargo. I'm still going to represent and support fully the people in North Fargo or downtown Fargo. I feel like we should bring in an outside source to be fair. The dividing boundary should not be decided locally. It should be either a county level or state level. That question, I'm really not going to answer. I'm not prepared to answer that question. Thank you. Yes and no, because we should already know, if we have a city commissioner on the board, we should already kind of know their background. What entities are they involved in? What nonprofit sectors are they involved in? We should know that person, right? We should know their background in the community and what they do. So absolutely, I think it should be disclosed, but then also we should be doing our job up front, on the city side, to make sure we fully know what this person is a part of and the programs they're involved in the community. Well, I think that person needs to be sat down and talked to. I think it needs to be brought to attention, whether it's the mayor or the entire group of the commission as a whole, and it needs to be discussed, and the community needs to talk about it and be involved too. This isn't just about the mayor or the commissioners deciding what should happen. It's also about what the community wants to happen. Now, it's funny that you asked that, because I actually have had a lot of people mentioned that to me, where a lot of people work till 5 o'clock. And I think it should be adjusted a little bit, whether it's even 6 p.m. And I do think every other Monday night is fine. You know, Mondays are usually kind of a slower evening. There's not a lot of activities going on and things. And I think it's good to have consistency with that. But I do think a little bit later schedule would be a little more beneficial, so more community members could attend. That question, again, I am respectfully not going to answer. Thank you. Yes, I do feel there should be term limits. I do think it's good to have changeover and fresh people and fresh ideas in our, that are running our city, and our mayor as well. And I think it's a smart choice to have some type of term limit set, and to not have somebody just be kind of stuck into the same position for 30, 40 years. I'll be 100% honest with you. When I decided to run for city commission, in my press release, and I posted that, I didn't even know the city commission was a paid position. I was stepping forth just as a concerned citizen who feels like I have a very positive voice and can help a lot of people in this community. And that's 100% honesty why I ran. So as far as, it was a surprise to me to know that it is actually a paid position, and I think it's a pretty decent paid position. And as far as the mayor side, I was surprised that is only a part-time position. And I feel like this community could definitely support that to be a full-time position. Well, I think definitely we need to look at the surrounding communities, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know what other cities pay their full-time mayor positions. So I think we need to take a look at that and then decide what's a fair compensation. No, I don't think they should be compensated, because I think the community as a whole, we have a due diligence to be more involved in what's going on in our community. And to say simply, well, I don't have time, or that doesn't pay me to do it, I think is the wrong answer. I think if you want to see a more vibrant, successful, healthy community, people need to stand up and rise up and be a part of decisions that are happening in our community. And I don't think that should be something to be expected to be compensated for. Just stand up be a voice. Well, I believe they already track expenses and things that are going on with your campaign, so I think what they're doing there is fine. No answer to that question. I feel like the role of a city commissioner is to financially make sure we are running a sustainable business in this community. And that is what I'm going to focus on in this community. They can go to jodiplecity.com or follow me on Facebook, Jodi Plecity for Fargo City Commission.